Today we are going to talk about G20. You would have heard about G20 last year. It was a great achievement for our country. If we talk about this topic, it has been included this year in class 10 in social science subject. After huge critics, India successfully handled this summit on 9th and 10th of September 2023 in Delhi. India received great support to all these countries which participated. India also invited some guest countries which were not a part of G20. Now, the question comes, what is G20? So, G20 is basically a group of 20 countries, 20 nations, not exactly 20 nations, it's 19 nations and one European Union. All these countries, they combined together, they came together to discuss or to solve a single problem which was faced by each and every country these days. What was it? It was economic crisis. So for financial stability in the nations and to make new financial strategies, this G20 group has been established. Now what are these G20 nations? So let us discuss. It's USA, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, France, UK, Italy, Germany, India, China, South Korea, Japan, Russia, Indonesia, Australia, South Africa, and the last is European Union. Now the basic problem is that we don't know about it. What is the history? So let's talk about it. It started in 1970s when there was a great economical depression going on those days. The countries were not having proper economical strategies. Then the first summit took place in 1975. It was decided that these 6 nations are going to plan about the financial strategies. These 6 nations were France, USA, China, Germany, Japan and Italy. Now what was the major aim we had already discussed, that is the economical strategies. Then in 1998, Russia also joined in and this group now became G8. Yes? Now if we talk about the distance between G7 and G6 and G8, so one more country was added, that is Canada. Canada also added, then it became G7 and now it became G8 till 1998. But this Russia was removed from this G8 group in the year 2014. The reason was the invasion of Ukraine. Then in 1999 September G20, these all 19 members, why these 20 countries group was combined together? Why these 20 countries were chosen? So the reason is that all these nations are having good population, good political stability and good economy. Now the time came when again in 2008 there was a great global financial crisis and the first official meeting then took place in USA. And it was also decided that now every year all these 20 nations are going to sit together to conduct the meeting, to conduct the summit and again to discuss on the next step to be taken for again financial stability in the nations. They also made a troika system. What was this troika system? This troika system was having the combination of 3 nations. The previous president, then the current president and the upcoming president. That means where the meeting held previously, where the meeting is going to held currently and the next meeting. Now what about this president? President means the country which is going to host this meeting. So if we talk about Troika now, so in the year 2022, the president was Indonesia. Then in 2023, India hosted on 9th and 10th of September 2023 in Delhi. And the next is going to be held in Brazil in 2024. If we talk about the further summit, so the next is going to take place in 2025 in South Africa. 2026 again USA is going to lead this summit. Now the very important thing that some guest countries are also invited. And what was the theme of India? If we talk about the theme of India, so India's theme for this G20 summit was Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That means one earth and one family. There were different types of topics also which were discussed in this meeting, and those topics were climate Once the meeting also held in Kashmir, but China and even USA boycotted it because they were not interested. The major issue that came was actually the global problem, because we all know that now the globalization is on peak. If we talk about this globalization, so if one country is affected because of any of the issues, the other countries are also affected because of the problems of the particular country. The neighboring countries are also affected. So now it was decided that more and more countries should be the member of this G20, so that the economical crisis may not affect from one country to the others. Here, if we talk about the particular topics, there were other topics like women empowerment. Then we also had the infrastructure development of the nations. All these topics were also included. There are some permanent members, permanent guests that are attending this summit every year. Those are the ASEAN, that is the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, then FSB, that is Financial Stability Board, then ILO, that is International Labour Organization, IMF, International Monetary Fund, OECD, that is Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development, UN, United Nations, WHO, World Health Organization, WTO, World Trade Organization, and WBG, that is World Bank Group. The basic thing is that all are coming together to bring the financial stability, to remove the country or reduce financial instability from the country. Now, if we talk about the questions that can come in the examination, because the weightage is 1 mark. So, in 1 mark, they can ask about the MCQs related to these 20 nations, which of them are the members and which of them may not be the members. Then the question can come the major aim of building up this G20 group. When it started, when the first summit took place, that was in 2008 in USA. Then Troika system. Then they can also ask that in 2023, where this summit took place, then there is in which country in 2024 the summit can take place. Apart from this, they can also ask for the basic theme that took place that India had chosen for this particular G20 Earth Summit. And the next is the permanent members. Apart from this, one more important thing. A Sherpa has been chosen from each and every country of these G20 group. Now, if we talk about the Sherpa, what is Sherpa? Actually, Sherpa means a soldier who can climb any kind of hills and tough surfaces. So, this term is basically used in Nepal. So, now this term is being given to those representatives, those icons who are the representatives of G20 group from each and every country. If we talk about India, we are having Sri Amitabh Kant as a Sherpa of India. So, thank you students. All the best for your examination. Kindly prepare the topic as its weightage is 1 mark. Thank you.